say you are, they fall for the man who sees them without kneading them toes. Plain. So if you're seeing these signs, didn't second guess is them. Don't overthink or doubt yourself into an action. The worst thing a man can do with a woman who likes him is nothing. Be calm, be direct, be centered, ask her questions, go deeper, match her subtle energy with honest confidence. Don't perform, try to impress. Just reveal gently, firmly that you've noticed her noticing you. Because the truth is, Mossman, walk through life emotionally, blindly miss the signs until it's too late. Thee look back and realize me just didn't see it, but not you. You are no longer one of those men. You are part of a man who led with presence, awareness and self-respect. And now I want you to request something old. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever realized after that act that a woman was secretly into you and you missed the signs? Let's talk about it, because when men share, we grow in. We learn from what we missed. Wagon vision we never had before. And if you found value in this video, hit that like button to support the message. Subscribe to Stoic Paradox for more brutally honest, emotionally sharp wisdom. Don't forget to turn on the bell so you never miss the quiet truths the world hides from most men. Until next time, remember this. Women are not solve, they are mirrors. And how they respond to you always reflects how deeply you see yourself. Walk with strength, speak with calm, and lead with vision. This is Stoic Paradox, and you're becoming the man who doesn't chase, sigh like you beck. He attracts. See you in the next tone. I like you isn't about verbal confession. It's about space. She creates space for you to step into, and she's what you do with it. If you're in it emotionally aware, you'll miss if brush it off as random behavior. A stoic man, a grounded present man will. Dutch'll notice the repetition. He'll notice thought. She always finds a way to be where he is, that she remembers what he says even when he didn't think it matter. Red thought. She lingers a few seconds long. A group conversation hasn't dead, thus isn't attention seeking, it's validation seeking. She's not trying to impress you, she's hoping you'll recognize her. A woman who secretly likes you is not loud about it. She doesn't chase, she positions herself in your emotional field like gravity. Subtle and visible, but undeniable. And if you didn't act on it, she'll pull away not. She asks bass. She lost interest, but because assumed you never had it in the first place as a number two. She asks you questions that have nothing to do with logic, be to very thing too. Do with emotion, listening carefully to the type of questions a woman asks you. When a woman is just being polite or friendly, she sticks to surface-level curiosities. What do you defer work? Where are you from? Oh, have you watched that show on Netflix? But when she secretly likes you, the nature of her question shifts dramatically. Suddenly she's asking, what do you look for in a woman? What kind of music do you listen to? When you're alone, were you always like this? Or did something happen that made you change? These are not random questions. These are emotional probes. They're designed to touch the inner world that most may never reveal, because she doesn't just want to know your facts. She wants to feel your depth. When a woman asks about, she wants to feel your depth. Childhood, your passions, your pain, your philosophy. She's reaching. She's trying to locate the parts of you that no one else gets access to. And why? Because feminine ghee is drawn to mystery, but not that hides, the kind that waits. Fourth person to unlock it, when sheep's deeper, more reflective questions. What she's really saying is, if wants to. Be that person I want to know you that no one else sees, but she won't say it directly. She let the questions carry the message if you're wise enough to hear it. Sign number 3. Here is energy drops when you talk of Buddha women even casually. This is one of the most subtle yet emotional signs that a woman is sharpening quiet feelings for you. Her mood shifts when the subject of another woman enters the conversation. You might not even notice it the first time. Maybe her energy drops, so casually mention a female friend or a corker or someone who compliments you at a coffee shop. Watch. Her careful, her tone gets slightly cooler. Did hers smile stiffen just for a second? Did she change the subject or suddenly get distracted by something else? The reaction. However, grief is not jealous emotional vulnerability in disguise, backers. When a woman is secretly into you, every mention of another woman feels like a reminder of what she hasn't said out loud yet. It's a sting, not because doesn't trust you, but because she fears someone else will take the chances too, afraid to act on this instab about control. It's about hope and hesitation. She's wondering if she's losing to someone who's more bold. She's wondering if you're emotionally able or already claimed and sometimes. Instead of reacting outwardly, she'll retreat. She texts less. She'll become colder, more distant. Not because her silence speaks. Lost interest, but because she's protecting herself from a heartbreak. She never gave herself permission to feel, but the truth is her silence speaks. Her sidle mood drops her brief moments of withdrawal, her quietness in the face. Oh, Father, women, all of these are loud signs, loud to the man who knows how to list. And let's reflect. The world doesn't reward loudest man in the room. It rewards man who notices what others miss them on, who doesn't chase validation because he's too grounded in his own inadequate dance of attraction. The woman whole likes you, most often says the least. She'll confess it outright. She won't send you paragraphs explaining how often she'll thinks about you. She won't lay her heart bare on the table. Instead, she offered breadcrumbs, little signs, small moments, subtle shifts in energy and tone. A glance that lingers, a question that goes emotional risk deeper than surface a conversation. A sudden silence when another woman's name is mentioned. These aren't random behaviors, they're whispers of emotional unrest. She's signaling you, but she's not screaming beaks. She's waiting to see if you're a kind of man who pays attention. And that right there is the brutal truth about attraction. Women don't fall for woe you. Have you ever caught her staring at you from across the room only to look away the second your eyes meet? Have you ever been in a conversation with her heart racing, mind spinning because yours where there was something more in the way? She smiled, the way she leaned in just a little too close. But then you think, nah, I'm imagining this. She's just being friendly. Let me tell you something. Most men will never hear in their entire lives. A woman who truly most men will never her likes. You will never say it out loud first. Not because she's playing games, not because she wants to confuse Yabbit. Because for her, attraction is a feeling, not a confession. It's in the glances. She steals when she thinks why not looking. It's in the tone of her voice when she says your name just a little softer than she says. Any O'Neill says it's in how she lingers at the end of a conversation, even when there's anything left to say. And here's the brittle truth. Most men completely miss the signs. They overthink, overanalyze, and talk themselves out of what's right in front of them because they've been conditioned to believe. Women are either cold, uninterested, or just naturally friendly. But what if I told you we three clear, universal, deep lips psychological signs that a woman canified when she likes you, no matter how well she masks her feelings, no matter how guarded she tries to be. These signs, the three signs, leak out like emotional fingerprints on deaf. You can read them. You'll never possess yourself again. You'll know with clarity, with certainty, with confidence that she's not just into idea of you. She's emotionally pull you. So if you're tired of swinging, if you've ever walked away from a moment thinking I should have saw something, I think she liked me, this video is for you. Let's decode the mystery once and for all. There's something powerful, almost haunting a booth silence between a man and a woman. An attraction is present, but unspoken. It's a language without words, a conversation that unfolds in the space between what's said and what's left inside. You see, modern dating culture has status to look for words, text compliance, declarations. But a woman who is truly drawn to you doesn't reveal her interest the way a man does. She doesn't say I like you with her lips. She says the silent sight with her eyes, with her energy, with her patterns of behavior that feel small in the moment but speak volumes. Eye fewer, paying attention, and hairs most fascinating. These patterns are not accidental. They're rooted in psychology, biology, and centuries. All feeble female intuition when a woman is emotionally pulled toward a man. Her body and subconscious mind react in ways even doesn't fully realize. It's not scripted, it's instinctual. But many never notice because they're either too distracted by the noise of doubt and insecurity or too afraid to believe it's real. They convince themselves she's just being polite. It's probably acts like this with everyone, or worse, if she real liked me she'd tell me. But here's the Stoic truth. Few are willing to accept real emotion. Interest is quiet, but it's persistent. It repeats, it returns, it lingers. It's not found in grand romantic. Its return gestures, it's hidden in the recurring pattern she shows around you. The way Sherry remembers little details, it's the way she gives you her time without needing sin. The way she subtly orbits your presence like she's waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to finally see what's been right in front of you all along. And that's where most men fall short. Not because they aren't attractive here or capable or worthy, but because they didn't know what to look for, or they've never been taught how to decode the signs of a woman's genuine emotional pull. And that's exactly what this video will change. By the end of this, you won't be wondering anymore. You'll know. You'll walk into any room, interact with any woman, and you'll recognize it. The subtle signals, the unmistakable shifts, the hidden clues. Because today, we're not just talking about attraction. Wares creates moments, peeling back the layers of feminine psychology and revealing the 3 core signs a woman always shows when shed genuinely, deeply, secretly likes you. Let's begin. Sign number 1. She creates mints for you to notice her without saying a word. Let's begin with one of the most silent yet powerful signs of feminine interest. She creates proximity, opportunity, and then pretends it's a coincidence. This is not an accident. Shadow scent just happened to pass by you. Twice, sign the same hallway. She doesn't just casually show up near where you usually sit. She doesn't just randomly send a meme, a song, or a reel at 11:37 p.m. aloft. These are what I call micro invitation to Loris Lowfoot ways of seeing gift. You'll pick up the signal because 4.